Hello, wrestling fans. Welcome back. I am Mud Puppet Joel. He is Mud Puppet Ryan, and we are the Mud Puppets back to call some more wrestling for you. Here we have from Halloween Heat, the Arc Hall. It was held on October 27th, just a few weeks ago. MCWA Heavyweight Champion and Ring of Honor star Ryan TD defending against the monster Movado.
It's going to be a good one, Joel. It's power versus power here. It's the way I like it. Two big guys. Movado has a lot of weight, a lot of mass. When he hits you with a move, it hurts. TD, he's a strong guy. He's a good, solid technical wrestler for a bigger guy, too. And I think that technical ability could help him keep the title.
Well, it was actually in the first match that we commentated. These two took part in a six-man tag match on opposing sides. And of course, we made mention then that back in April, Movado and TD actually met in the finals of a tournament to crown the MCWA Heavyweight Champion at the time. And TD went on to defeat Movado in that tournament, and thus is why he still has the belt now.
Movado grabs the belt. He's holding on to it. The referee is giving him a count. He does not like that. The emotionless Movado, he's not even moving. He's not even fazed by the referee's count.
Well, Movado is a big bad customer, but he likes to play the mind games, and he does have a bit of a sense of humor. And I think you saw a little bit of that coming out there.
Psychology, as we know, is very important in wrestling. Movado likes to get in his opponent's head. The mannerisms with which he moves, the dead stare he gives his opponents and the fans, it's all to create that atmosphere to let them know that he's a tough guy, he's a tough customer, and he is not going to back down from anyone, including the champion.
Now, our regular fans may notice that the sound and video quality doesn't appear to be the usual standards that we have here on the PWL. And that's because at the last show there was a bit of a confusion, a little mix-up with the camcorders we use. We generally have a digital camcorder to shoot the matches with, but that was not the case on the 27th for Halloween Heat, and we had a scramble there was a scramble at the last minute, and it was a high 8 camera circa the 1990s that was actually used. So,
well, as I said, as long as the sterling commentary is here, I'm sure the fans won't mind. That's how good we are, Joel.
Oh, of course. So, yeah, over the next couple of weeks, if you notice that the next few matches are going to be of lesser video quality.
But the action in the ring is still the same high quality. And TD, he's trying to get the fans into this one. He's trying to get some cheers going, get them psyched up, get them on his side.
Now, TD looking to lock up here with the monster Movado, and for most men I wouldn't recommend this, but as you mentioned earlier, TD can hold his own in the power game. Looks like they're locked on a standoff here.
There's two big bulls going at it in the middle of the ring. I want to see who gets the best of this exchange. And there is the technical prowess we talked about. TD didn't have to use his power. He was able to slide through there. Has a nice wrist lock applied.
It is very quickly done, too. You saw a quick sequence of moves. He catches a knee there, but a lot of agility, a lot of creativity, mixed with some technical dash in there, and TD was able to outmaneuver Movado in that series. Now, right here, they come to a standstill.
Well, as big as Movado is, you saw him get out of that wrist lock and hit TD with that knee. I think Movado's mind might be his best asset in the ring. He's a smart wrestler. He's always thinking about what he's going to do next. Oh, and you see him here again, playing to the fans. TD, though, takes him down and going for an ankle lock. No, Movado kicks out.
Ooh, missed that kick there, though. Yeah, Movado loves to rile up the fans. There, he's caught in a headlock now. TD, seen a number of different opponents now that he's entered the fray in Ring of Honor. Become much more seasoned in that time since winning the MCWA Heavyweight title. Movado misses there, and TD comes back with a punch, and now looks like he's got him locked in here. Takes Movado down. Oh, and we've seen that move before. Movado took out the ropes against Mike Marvel, actually.
That's right, a match against Mike Marvel. We saw Movado land on the bottom rope and snap it, showing you how massive he truly is. TD, is he going to fly here?
Like he might go outside the ring here. Oh, little showmanship from TD. Oh, Movado takes exception with TD. He leaps out of the way of that, and he catches a A fist and then a boot to the side of the head for his showmanship there.
Dangerous.
Oh! And straight into the ring post.
Dangerous out there when you're dealing
Another
with a big
boot
monster.
to the head.
Yeah,
Oh.
TD might find himself in some trouble here outside the ring.
Movado definitely not playing games. Not taking a liking to TD's showboating, I guess you could describe it.
Well, definitely not. He maybe felt TD was trying to show him up a little bit and got a trip into the steel pole and a couple big boots to the mush for his trouble.
Now Movado taking the upper hand. It looks like a bit of maybe an eye gouge or a choke on the outside there. Yeah, the referee's got to get in there and break that up. Movado instructed him just to, mind his business, get back in the ring.
Movado used his 5 count, broke it at 4. Very smart, very smart.
No issue with that. You're granted that 5 count for a reason. Some guys choose to utilize it, some don't.
Movado just hit another thumb to the eye there. He's taking the rules to the very limit, we'll say that.
Well, that's how the monster likes to play it.
Sure, TD knew that coming into this, that it was not going to be an easy match, and that Movado will do whatever he can to get that belt.
Kick there. Absolutely. We mentioned just at the top of the match, these guys are no strangers. They've met several times. He's going to need more than that to put down TD. I think Movado and everyone in that crowd knows it's going to take all of a Movado driver to finish off TD.
Absolutely, but again, smart on Movado's part. When you're that big, you lay down your opponent, you put him in a cover, and you make him push you off. That's expending strength from him. That's taking energy out of him, and it's a smart strategy.
Yeah, I have to agree there. I think sometimes you've got to put on an early pin just to gauge where your opponent's at, where his fatigue may be.
Movado trapped him in the corner there. A vicious uppercut took TD off his feet.
Well, he's definitely turned the tide since Movado took the ride out over the top rope and outside the ring, and TD engaged in a bit of showboating. When right now the TD is in a rough spot here. Ooh.
Oh!
Kick right to the right thigh, right around the groin area. You'd never want to be kicked there.
Not at all. Movado really hit him with a low one there into a cover.
For a 2, and again, he seems to be wearing TD down right now, and for a guy as quick as TD, not a bad idea to take him off of his legs.
Well, sure, because if there's one advantage TD probably definitely has in a match like this, it's going to be speed, so you slow him down. Oh.
Big splash there.
And I do agree with you, Joel. I believe that when they went outside the ring earlier, TD's head bounced off that steel ring post. I think it dinged him a little bit. It shook him up, and you've seen the effects ever since.
Well, look, TD is a great athlete, okay? And on the other side, Movado is also an athlete, but he's also a ferocious beast. And when that little exchange took place on the outside, we saw that monster come out of him, and he brutalized TD. Now TD finally getting back into this thing. Interesting, almost if I can go back to the 90s, or a guile-like kick from Street Fighter.
Yes, it was. His feet caught the Movado right under the chin. Ducks under the clothesline and nails him. Wow,
Movado down to the mat, and now suddenly the tide has changed once again. He gets a quick 2, but that is all Movado able to kick out of that one.
TD right back in this thing, and that is why he's a champion. He doesn't quit. He doesn't stop. He keeps coming at him. Boot in the corner there.
Throw a few of his own chops. Saw Movado throw a few just moments ago. We're going to whip him into the corner. Movado with the reversal and takes him down. We've seen Movado start to bring this into his game, in the ground game, a submission hold, and he's got TD in a pretty bad spot right here.
Arching back, really pulling. That's putting pressure on the neck. That's putting pressure on the back. TD's got to get out of this if he wants to keep his title.
Yes, for the MCWA Heavyweight Championship, TD has got to get to those ropes. I don't know that there's much of a reversal here when you got a man that size bearing down in your neck. He's pretty close now. Looks like he's just inches away.
A little bit more, and TD's going to be able to get to those ropes. I do believe, yes, he's able to break it. But the damage perhaps done to that neck and back.
Well, and again, that sets him up for that devastating Movado driver. Yet to be seen if Movado's going to pull that out of his bag of tricks. Looks like he's going to do it right now, as a matter of fact. Indeed it is. This could be it for TD. His title run could be at an end. He hits it! Movado nails the Movado driver. That's got to be it. Count the 1, 2, 3. Good night. Oh, TD! showing some resilience. The Ring of Honor star kicks out.
You know, that had to be pure instinct because he nailed that Movado driver. I cannot believe TD was able to get out of that.
For the life of me, I cannot remember the last time someone kicked out of the Movado driver.
Absolutely not. That's usually a devastating match-finishing move.
Clothesline there, no misses. A roll up here. Well, TD reverses it. He's got him into a wrist lock. Oh, and Movado taps! Movado taps out. A very quick exchange there. He's still holding again. Man, TD is fired up. Man, Movado had all the momentum for the second half of the match, and even hit the Movado driver. TD kicks out, apparently going for a second Movado driver, and through a series of reversals, TD traps him in a wrist lock and gets. Not a wrist lock, but a submission.
Oh, wait a minute.
Now, Joka, Mark Joka, the Albanian gigolo, as he calls himself, in there, jumping TD from behind. Oh, he's going to pay for it. Oh, he's going to... Whoa! He almost got his head taken off there before bailing out of the ring.
What was Joka thinking with that run in?
Wow.
He wants the title, it seems to be what he's signaling. Oh, boy.
A very good match, but really a shocking end, Ryan.
The reversal of fortune there at the end was absolutely stunning. I thought for sure that Movado was going to take this one. TD pulls it out, though, and it's the mark of a champion, Joel.
I suppose so. Give him a lot of credit. Everything was going Movado's way. And then suddenly, quickly, just like that, TD just reversed the fortunes, as you said, and got the big man to tap, of all things. Match of a lot of firsts. I don't remember the last time anyone kicked out of the Movado driver, and I don't remember the last time I saw Movado tap. Folks, action will be returning to the Arc December 1st, and you can stay tuned to the channel for more details. Once again, we are the Mud Puppets. You can check us out here on YouTube or our website, mudpuppets.com. See you next time.